Today I'm going to do an entire Get Ready With Me featuring this foundation right here, the new Maybelline Superstay Serum Foundation, and featuring this eyeshadow palette, the Glaminatrix Nearly Neutral palette. But all these products are new to me, so I'm going to put them all on my face and hope that it turns out well. Please like this video and subscribe if you like these types of videos, and let's get going. Behind me is the dress that I'm going to be wearing today. So right now I just have my bra and my camisole on. So we're going to try to put a look together that'll look good with this dress. So let's get right into it. The first thing that I'm going to use is the Huda Beauty. This is the Glowish, and this is the Blur Jam, Glowish Blur Jam. So let me open this top. This is what it looks like inside. I've only tried this once before, and I just take a little bit here on my finger, rub it in. Whoa, I almost lost it. Did y'all see that? And this just, I think I said this before, it feels kind of like jelly. So I'm just going to put this here in the center of my face where I guess I would want the most blurring. I've already washed my face with an alpha hydroxy cleanser, and I've already applied my Estee Lauder day wear. Generally that's my morning routine. So even though this feels like grape jelly or something similar to that, when it goes on the skin, it sinks right into the skin. It feels really good. And so whether or not it blurs my pores, I'm not really sure, but I feel like it's a good primer as far as working well with other products. So next, let's go in with our eyeshadow primer. This is Rare Beauty. I've only used this once as well, so I'm still compiling my thoughts on all of these products. And this, as you see, has a tint to it. I recently rearranged my brushes, so now I can't remember where I put them. So I feel like if you have really brown or bluish color or discolored upper eyelids, or if you have a lot of veins, I feel like this is going to be a good primer for you. I'm still testing it as far as whether I think that it makes my eyeshadows adhere better and wear longer. But I feel like this definitely gives a base. I feel like if you use this under more pastel shadows instead of a white base, I feel like it'll still kind of help those pastel colors pop. So that's the Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer. Next, let's go in with a corrector under these eyes. This is the e.l.f., the light peach color corrector. This is a different consistency than the camo concealers, either one of them. It's a totally different consistency. I'm going to use my Angie and BK A506 to blend this out. I feel like it's more lightweight and it's thinner under the eyes, and I'm really enjoying it. I also have the yellow one for days that maybe I want a little more brightening, or days that I feel like I wake up with a little more brown under my eyes. But today I just want the little bit of a peach base. So one of the highlights of this video, one of the reasons I made it, is to try out this new Maybelline Serum Foundation. Let me give you the details on it again. So this is the Maybelline Superstay. Let me get the label up front here for you. 24-hour skin tint. The only place I found it is at Walmart. This is new. And I have shade 310. There are 18 shades of the skin serums. This is the widest shade range so far that I found. The claims: this is infused with vitamin C. It creates bright, natural look that lasts all day. It's a vegan formula. It brightens and delivers beautiful skin-like coverage for natural, radiant finish, resists sweat, humidity, and fading. I did not see any reviews as of the time that I filmed my video yesterday. So it does have the dropper. And so because these tend to be messy, what I usually do is take the dropper and just kind of roll it on my skin. And then when you put it back in, it doesn't get all over the bottle. That's just what I like to do. So this looks like it's a little bit warm, but you never know. I'm going to use my BK 101 foundation brush. I love this one and the Anissa foundation brush. I have some Refer eye brushes, but I haven't gotten any Refer face brushes yet. I'd love to try them. This shade is too dark for me. When I first started collecting foundations, everything was too light. Now I've swung the other way, but I guess I would rather it be a little too dark because I can really kind of use other products and blend a little bit. This foundation is going on really well. I do not notice a scent with this foundation, so I guess that's good. It's blending out really well. It feels good on my skin. I don't feel like it is streaking. I don't feel like it is patching. I have normal skin. Sometimes I can get a little bit oily in the T-zone, but really not that much. I kind of just consider myself to have normal skin. So I'm going to blend this on my ears since this is a little bit too dark for me, and blend it really, really well into the skin. I feel like this is a little warm for me as well. But if we take the shade aside, you know, we take that out of the equation, I do feel like this is giving me medium coverage, and I feel like it's giving me a very kind of soft, maybe semi-matte finish. This is the only one of the serum foundations that I have that claims to be 24-hour wear, that claims to be a serum, but very long lasting. And just the way that it's kind of going on my skin, I feel like that's probably going to be the case. I'll let you know kind of how this wears and how it compares with my other foundations that I have. So let's go ahead and use a concealer. The new Flower Beauty concealer is the one I chose for today. I have several new concealers in my collection that I'm testing out. It's been a hot minute since I've used the Flower Beauty, so I figured we would go in with that today. And I'm going to use the Anissa concealer brush. The Anissa brushes are new in my collection. I have, like I said, the foundation brush and the concealer brush, and I really, really enjoy them. As you can see, this goes perfectly under my eye. It's blending out this concealer really well. This brush I feel like would be a good option if you feel like, uh-oh, I think I put too much concealer on. I feel like this blends out your thicker concealers really well, and if you maybe put a little too much concealer on, I feel like this just kind of blends it out really well. So we'll put a little up here as well. And right away, I would like to set my under eyes, and to do that, I'm going to use the Huda Beauty. And this is in the shade Cupcake. It's a little messier than some of my other powders, so I'm just going to go in here, tap off really good, and I have enough on my brush to do both eyes. So I'm putting a very thin layer. A lot of people, they dip like a sponge, not a sponge, but a Beauty Blender puff or an Amazon puff. But I just feel like for mature skin, a brush coverage gives you a little more control and a lighter coverage. So I think that looks very good. We're going to go in with our cream bronzer next. And today I chose the Tower 28. And so this is the Sculptino, and it's in the shade Broad. And so I want a little bit more of a precise application. I'm going to go with my e.l.f. Duo Complexion Brush. And I'm already kind of bronzed because my foundation is a little more on the dark side. But I don't know if you can see this, but this kind of gives my forehead a little dimension. And it's also a little bit more of a cool color. So I feel also like it's creating just a little contrast so that I don't have such a blank slate anymore. Now I have a little shadowing and I have a little interest dimension to my face. So I have really enjoyed this Tower 28 so far. I just have limited experience with it. I'm going to put a little more up here on my forehead to just give me a little contrast. And sweep some through the eyes. Y'all know that I love to do this. This is a little trick I learned from Allie Glines. If y'all are not following her, she's just so genuine and real, and I adore her. She's just hit her 7-year anniversary, and she's, I think, got 800K subscribers now. She has her own brand of makeup travel bags, which I would love to get one of these days. I don't travel that much, so it's not been a real high priority. I have the Physicians Formula bronzer. This is a new butter bronzer. It's kind of swirly, and I love the cooler tone of this bronzer. So I'm setting the Tower 28 bronzer with this Physicians Formula bronzer. So now things aren't looking just brown. Now, one size cheek clappers. Mine is in the shade Berry Gay. These have 3 different formulas. This is way, way too dark for me, but I'm gonna make it work because I want to use it. So this is cream, this is a powder blush, and this is like a blush topper. This for me would be a blush, but I'm just gonna go in just like that, one tap. And look at that pigment, you guys. One tap on my e.l.f. This is definitely intended for darker skin tones than mine. I feel like, if you can see this dress, I feel like this color blush is going to look really good. Again, a very small tap, just like that. And even though it's dark, I can sheer it out. And then if I did go kind of crazy with it, I can always, when I use my setting powder, I can always kind of correct things. Okay. So we got a good blush, but wait, there's more. We're going to use all 3 colors. So again, I'm going to boop. Whoops, I didn't even boop that time. Okay, so we're going to put the powder on top here. Again, this shade is so much too dark for me, but I don't care. I love it. And I'm going to bring it up here a little bit too. Another boop. Boop. And look at that pigment. So I think that Patrick started a really good job with these. He has several shades that are probably a little bit better for my skin tone. The brand new baby doll pink one went totally viral. Okay, so now we're really blushing, but alas, I can't help myself. I'm gonna boop a couple times into the blush topper, and I'm gonna focus this right here and a little bit up on the cheekbones. And it gives me really pretty shimmer. Boop, boop. There we go. Okay, we're gonna go over the nose. I'm listening to reggae music. Very nice music. Okay, we're blushed. And again, my powder will take this down just a little bit. So We're quite shiny, but I can't help myself. We're going shinier. This is the Rare Beauty highlighter, Mesmerize. This is, I think, the third time I'm using this. And watch this. Look at that. Woo! Love it. Yeah, I'm going for drama today. Oh yeah, like it. Yep, I'm in a pretty dramatic mood today. Little on the tip of the nose, little in the Cupid's bow, little up here. Oh yeah, love, love, love this highlighter. We're gonna switch gears now and go to lips. And I have the Tower 28 lip liner. And this is work of art. It is a neutral pink color, regular pencil liner. And this is kind of light on my natural lip color. I think you can see that. I could have gone for a really dramatic lip with that dress. But I'm gonna play the eyes up, so we're gonna go a little more muted. Excuse my sniffles, I've got the fan, the menopause fan running over here. And for lipstick, we're going with the new Hourglass lipstick, and this is in the shade Dahlia. This was the first Hourglass lipstick that I've purchased. There is something about a luxury lipstick, you guys. Hold, please. Oh man, whew, that is so pretty. Going to get some brow gel going. This is the Kosas Clear Brow Gel. All right, get those brows lifted up a little bit. So let's go ahead and powder the rest of this face. The Kosas Cloud Set, the shade is Featherly. I'm gonna take my BK 103, swirl it in. This is a beautiful baked formula. And when I tried this the first time, I noticed that the shine went down, but it's so light. Feathery is like the perfect shade. It's so light. I was like, is there really powder on my face? But it does. It sets the face, and it's really good for mature skin. Okay, so we have a light layer of powder on. So the second highlight of our video is the Nearly Neutral palette by Glaminatrix. They released this last year, and almost immediately it went out of stock. It is even prettier in person than it is on camera. And I'd like to do a cooler look with this today. So let's pick a little bit of a cooler transition shade. Let me get my Refer 15 over here. Where are you? There you are. Okay, Refer 15. And I believe out of all of them, this is going to be the coolest neutral shade for the crease. So let's go in with this. So right away, blending beautifully. The color is true to what's in the pan. Very nicely pigmented, not too pigmented, so it's buildable, but yet I'm getting color payoff. So there's that. So where do we go from here? Let's go to this kind of taupey grayish color down here, just to deepen the outer corner a little bit, and then go through the crease just to create some dimension here. Okay. I think that is the perfect cool leaning mid-tone neutral for this palette. Good job, Glaminatrix. When this came back in stock, I believe it was April 1st, I actually pre-ordered it, I believe. It still took about 6 weeks to get to me, but it was worth the wait. So we've got a little bit deeper here. Let's go into our brushes and let's get a Rephr 14. There you are. And now we're going to go into this mauve shade right here, this deeper shade, and we're going to build up the outer corner with that. Beautiful deeper shade. Just in the outer corner, and then swirling a little bit lower through the crease. That's blending so beautifully. And you guys. They have a new palette that's much more colorful. I haven't ordered it yet. It may be out of stock already. I know they sent me an alert that it's low stock, so it may now be out of stock. Ooh, so pretty. I'm going to get a really small brush now. Where are you? I will use this one. It's a little bit larger than I want. And I'm going to go in with this mauve shade right here and use this for the lower lash line. See the subtle difference that that makes? All right. Now let's go in with two shimmers. First, I'm going to go in with this mauve, and then this mauve. Gonna go in with my fingers, of course. This feels a little harder packed. I don't like to use the word drier because that just doesn't sound good, but it's a drier formula in a very good way. It's not going to cause a lot of fallout. It's going to adhere to the eyelid really well. Okay. Very pretty. For the inner corner, I'm going to take a different finger and go into the lighter mauve shade. I think I got a little bit of the darker shade on there. Let's use another finger now. Okay, there, that looks good. So I want to amp it up just a little bit, you guys. I want some impact. And this palette can give it to you. These shimmers are just right up there with the best. Really pretty. So now in lieu of eyeliner, I want to take this darkest and mix it with this one right here, this black color. And I want to use an angle brush, just like this. And I want to use this for eyeliner. Very subtle, but subtle things are impactful. So I don't even have to go back in. That is so nice. All right, so that's the Glaminatrix palette. That's just a mauve look with the Glaminatrix palette. So let's do eyebrows. So I already used the Kosas eyebrow gel, the clear gel. I'm going to turn the fan off because my eyes are going to start watering now. So I'm going to use the Kosas eyebrow pencil in taupe, and this has a rectangular shape to it. I'm going to use my Dollar Tree mirror, and we're going to start making an eyebrow. I need glasses to use this. That's funny. I'm still on my eyebrow journey. I ordered 4 more eyebrow products from Ulta. I ordered the L'Oreal eyebrow pencil, and they have a new tinted eyebrow gel, eyebrow mascara. So I ordered that, and I also ordered the Maybelline. Maybelline already has a pencil, but they're coming out with a brow mascara as well. So I ordered that. Then, oh, what's that brand? Milk. Milk just released their Kush eyebrow crayon, and I'm super intrigued by that, so I ordered that. So I have some new eyebrow products on the way to try. I've tried so many. My eyebrows are so incredibly light, and they're very fine. And so it's hard to get pigment in them. And I ordered the L'Oreal and Maybelline in a soft brown instead of a blonde, because I just want to make them show up a little bit more. You see how, yeah, I mean, you can see them a little bit better, but with the blonde, they're still really light, and I would like to have them show up just a little bit more. So that looks nice, and in person it looks pretty good. On camera you can barely see them. So I'm going to use my Tower 28 mascara now. This has kind of a bent wand. I purchased 3 new high-end mascaras, and they're all really good, but they all have different formulas, different strengths, and this one is definitely lengthening, and it's not clumpy, which I appreciate very, very much. I kind of like the curved wand. I put it upside down, kind of like a smiley face, to get my upper lashes. Let's do a second coat. See how this builds up. Oh my. Okay, the second coat, I'm getting massive length. Still no clumping, still no spider lashes. The length on the second coat, I would say, is pretty dramatic. This eye over here, it's not the mascara, it's the lashes have been a little wonky. I guess they're in a cycle right now. And usually I can't tell when that happens, but this time I can. So I hope you guys can see that. Let's put some on the bottom lashes. I'm just going to put 1 layer on the bottom lashes. right. Last step is setting spray. Let me get a sponge. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury, the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. And I'm going to cover my eyes. And I'm going to take my sponge and mash everything together. Take one final look with a mirror. Yep, everything's looking good. Everything went really well with that Maybelline Serum Foundation, and I'm excited to see how it wears. I've got a busy day today, so I'm excited to see how it wears, and I'm just thrilled with all the products that I used today. So, this was a fun get ready with me. I'm so happy I got to use the Nearly Neutral shade. My new Pat McGrath quad and my new Natasha Denona quad should be here Tuesday. So I'm looking forward to doing videos with those and continuing to test some of my new products. My scent for today is Victoria's Secret Aqua Kiss Lotion. It's a nice, fresh, light scent. That was what I was in the mood for. So I hope that you enjoyed this get ready with me. I am going to put my dress on and I will take a picture and you'll be able to see the final look all put together. Thanks again for watching.